Fox 61 News at 10 starts now.
Right now at 10, another person in our state testing positive for the West Nile virus. We'll tell you about this case and how you can stay safe as the threat rises in the fall.
Students demand action to properly handle claims of sexual assault on one Connecticut college campus.
How seriously is InfoWars taking this trial?
Objection. Tense moments in a Waterbury courtroom during the trial of conspiracy theorist Alex Jones. Find out why his corporate lawyer was accused of openly answering questions during testimony. But we begin with your health watch tonight as another person in Connecticut is now tested positive for the West Nile virus. Good evening, I'm Ben Goldman.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. Thanks for joining us. A man in his 70s from New Haven County was hospitalized with West Nile earlier this summer, but he's since been released. The state's now reporting a second person is positive for the virus in the state. Fox 61's Gabby Molina is live in Hartford tonight to tell us about the case and how you can protect yourself. Gabby.
Ben, Sarah, is definitely starting to feel a lot cooler out here, especially once the sun starts to go down. But experts are saying do not let that fool you. Mosquitoes are still out there, and it's still important to protect yourself.
The Connecticut Department of Public Health now reporting 2 human cases of West Nile virus. The latest patient is a man in his 30s from New Haven County. It's currently peak season for West Nile virus, and experts say there will be a risk for infection until the first hard frost in October. Until then, mosquitoes are still active.
I have not noticed that many mosquitoes around. We didn't get a lot of rain this year, so there wasn't a lot of, puddles and things for them to breed in.
Experts warn, though, that mosquitoes that transmit West Nile virus actually do better when it's drier. That's why it's important to take steps to protect yourself, like minimizing outdoor activities during dusk and dawn, covering up when you go outdoors, and wearing bug spray.
We'll probably use it a little more now because it's a threat.
Bug spray, long sleeve shirts, hats, We've even got the netting things that go over your head, come down to here.
There are also things you can do to keep mosquitoes away from your home. Eliminate any standing water. Drill holes in the bottom of containers like those used for recycling, and clean any clogged roof gutters. Most people infected with West Nile virus don't develop symptoms, but about 1 in 150 infected people can develop severe illness, so experts want everyone to stay aware.
It's not like a major concern, but definitely aware of it and definitely think about it.
Some symptoms of West Nile virus include fever, body ache, and joint pain, and those over 60 are at highest risk for severe illness. Live in Hartford, Gabby Molina, Fox 61 News.
Gabby, thank you. We are following breaking news tonight out of Hamden, where Dixwell Avenue is closed right now near the New Haven border after a serious crash. Hamden police say that the road's expected to be closed for several hours as officers remain on scene. Stay with Fox 61 for any updates on air, online, and on the news app as well.
Tonight, many students at Central Connecticut State University are upset for how they say the school's handling accusations of sexual assault by a student. Current and former CCSU students marched and protested on campus this afternoon. Leaders at Central say they're taking the accusations seriously, and an outside investigation firm has been hired to look into the claims. Students we spoke to say they believe CCSU isn't doing enough.
Students should feel safe on this campus at all times, and that's not the case, and it should be that way.
And coming up at 11, Fox 61's Carmen Chow will tell us what else CCSU is doing in response to the sexual assault claims.
Let's take a look at the forecast tonight. Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank joining us now as all eyes are now officially on the weekend. Hi, Rach.
Hi. A lot of people have been a huge fan of the weather the last couple of days, those cool nights, those pleasant warm afternoons, and we're going to continue with that right into the weekend with some changes for Sunday. Right now, mid-60s for both Hartford and for the New Haven area. We've got partly cloudy to mostly clear skies on the way as we head through the evening tonight. High pressure to our south. As it starts to shift offshore, that will change our weather pattern for the second half of the weekend. So while it feels like early fall for tomorrow, we are back to summer on Sunday with more of a southerly flow on the backside of that high pressure area. Right now, temperatures are in the 50s for most of the state, but we got a few that are still in the mid 60s, including Hartford and the New Haven area. Lows tonight still chilly, but not as cool as they were last night into this morning, with a few more clouds in the sky. Mid-40s for an overnight low in Willimantic, but closer to 50 in Hartford and mid-50s for New Haven. Heading through the day tomorrow, it's another pleasantly cool start to the day with some clouds. We break for sunshine. It's partly cloudy and warm and really comfortable with low humidity as we head through the afternoon, and high temperatures climbing into the low to mid-70s. A nice night as we head into tomorrow evening, and then we start to warm things up. 80s on Sunday, even down towards the Connecticut shoreline. Your full weekend forecast and a look at the tropics coming up.
Rachel, thank you. New at 10 tonight, hundreds of bike riders race downtown in the Elm City for the New Haven Grand Prix.
And it's the first time the race has been held since the pandemic began. Fox 61's Alicia Machado joins us live in New Haven tonight with an inside look at today's event. Alicia, what's it like down there?
Yeah, good evening, guys. Things are wrapping up here now, but locals were just excited to see this event return after the last races in 2019. It's a chance to bring the community members together, enjoy some family fun, the cycling, and also some food and drinks as well. New Haven bustling and zooming Friday evening. The New Haven Grand Prix taking over downtown as cyclists test their speeds on the streets.
It's awesome to have bike racing in New Haven.
Races for kids and adults on the course around the New Haven Green.
We have friends who participate in the events, so we like to come out and watch them every year.
And if all that racing gets your stomach rumbling, you're in luck. The Pizza Feast Food and Drink Festival filling College Street with good eats.
Excited.
From local pizza shops,
$5 pizza slices,
to restaurants and beverage vendors.
Oh, it's amazing. It's some of the best I've had.
And this year hits a bit different.
We've been gone for 3 years since the pandemic. We're back, and we are back with a vengeance of wonderful pizza and beer and community all together with the bike racing. This is such a great time.
The two events boosting downtown businesses and raising money for youth cycling organization, the Connecticut Cycling Advancement Program.
It helps us to provide those programs, especially for schools, where schools are no cost to the kids.
A highlight of the night, the professional division. Pro cyclist Ben Wolf from Old Lyme hoping to make his mark this year when we checked in with him before the race.
We've won a lot of races like all over the world and raced all over the world, but you got to win your hometown race, and I've come second far too many times.
Back on the course again after racing here in 2019.
It kind of felt like Christmas morning this morning when you woke up and you got excited because, I mean, the whole community is out here. It's an amazing feeling. The crowd is so loud. The atmosphere is incredible.
Now the event is all done for tonight, but more fun to come tomorrow. This weekend continues with another cycling event in Madison, kicking off at 9 a.m. We're live in New Haven tonight. Alicia Machado, Fox 61 News.
Thank you, Alicia. Well, a Connecticut conservation group will preserve Deer Lake in Killingworth. The nonprofit group Pathfinders Incorporated bought the 300-acre property from the Connecticut Yankee Council of the Boy Scouts. This all comes after a drawn-out battle with the developer's bid for that land. Pathfinders says it spent 9 months to negotiate and fundraise to buy Deer Lake. Also new at 10 tonight in Money Matters, Senator Richard Blumenthal is calling for a federal investigation into MNT Bank's merger with People's Bank.
Fox 61's Deandrea Turner has more after customers told us they weren't able to access their bank accounts.
Senator Richard Blumenthal is sounding the alarm about M&T's bank merger with People's Bank.
I'm asking for federal authorities, the Consumer Financial Protection Board, to investigate the M&T actions here.
This comes after Connecticut's Attorney General William Tong sent a letter to the company stating that his office has received several complaints from employees and customers about the merger. Federal Reserve approved M&T's acquisitions of People United in May, the conversion beginning over Labor Day weekend.
This bank had plenty of time and resources to plan the conversion, months and millions of dollars to invest in a seamless conversion, and they blew it.
And Fox 61 has also received viewer emails about the merger. One person said, quote, "Many customers, including myself, have no access to our personal and business accounts and are unable to get help from the MNT help number to resolve the issue." Another person said, quote, "The entire switch has been horrible. They blocked me from using the person-to-person transfers."
People have been denied access to information, access to their own money.
He says he wants fast action on how to fix the said problems.
The two federal agencies that have the authority here, the Consumer Financial Protection Board and the Federal Reserve, I think ought to combine forces or decide which is the better to investigate and take action.
In Hartford, D'Andrea Turner, Fox 61 News.